morning, everybody. I hope you're having an amazing day so far. My name is Dylan with Designs by Dylan, and I'm here at Ellis Home and Garden. Guys, it has been 2 long weeks. I missed you. Dina's missed you. But girl, in Texas, we've had all kinds of stuff going on. This has been probably the craziest winter we've had in a long time. But we had our first snowstorm in, 5-6 years maybe? And it was severe. It was like a foot of snow. And for us, we're not acclimated to that weather. We're not prepared. We don't have trucks going down the road scooping the snow off. So basically, everyone was stranded where they were at when the snow hit. And it was an experience. So we're going to talk about that, plus my trip to Tennessee. So as you guys join us, as always, make sure you leave a comment down below. Let us know where you're watching from. And any questions or comments you guys have throughout this video, drop those down below as well. I had such an amazing week last week in Tennessee, but I'm also glad to be back because I took all the inspiration that I gathered while I was there, not only from going my peers and the people that were staying with me at the cabin. They did some designs, we worked together, I got to see their point of view, their perspective on design, and then I took that home and it inspired me to do some stuff also. So I'm excited to be in my group this week and to apply all that stuff there. You got comments? Mm-hmm. Perfect. Alright guys, so how was y'all's week last week and the week before? So let's talk about the snowstorm. So here's one thing that irritates me, Dina, now listen. I shouldn't probably say this on here, we're going to talk about it anyway. So the snow, they've been telling us for 2 weeks? It was going to snow, snow, snow. They said it wasn't going to be no 1 inch, it was going to be like, a foot of snow. It was going to be severe, everything was going to be frozen for a few days to prepare. They couldn't stress that enough. The snow comes, a freaking blizzard, we're stuck at home, and what do people do on Facebook, Dina? I ain't got no food. I'm not prepared. Girl, they told you for 2 weeks, so I deleted all my friends off Facebook during that week because it stressed me out. But listen, I went to the store, got all this food. You ever eat your cooking so much you get sick of it? So I and Josh cooked more than we ever have. I'm so thankful we only lost electricity for about 6 hours one morning when they were doing the rolling blackouts. But we watched so many movies. I could not tell you what we watched. I couldn't tell you what they're about. I know a lot of them were about serial killers. And not to freak y'all out, but I love that stuff. So we did all that, and then finally on the 4th day of being locked in the house, my body was shutting down, girl, because I needed fast food. So I heard that McDonald's was open, and I was like, come hell or high water, I'm going to find a way to get down there. I've seen, what's that show called? The Day After Tomorrow? If he can make it across to New York, girl, I can make it down the street to McDonald's. So I got in my car, I was sliding around, finally made it to McDonald's. Whew, the smell of grease, girl, sent me to heaven. Got the burger, got the fries. I picked up Morgan on the way back because she lives down the street. She came over, we hung out again, watched more movies. And then on Friday, we left for, was it Friday? Yeah. On Friday, we left for Tennessee. And it's a 12-hour drive here from Longview to Tennessee, to Gatlinburg. And so we thought, we're going to stop in the 6-hour halfway point, which is in Tuscaloosa, I think, which is Alabama. And it took us 8 hours versus 6 because we had to drive through the snow. Girl. And then once we got out of the snow, Dina, we were starving because every place was closed because the employees, it was going to freeze again that night. And we just knew we had to get out of the snow and then we'd be good to go. And that's how it went. But once we got out of the snow, girl, all them places were on bull notices because they had snow the week before. So we finally got to a Chick-fil-A. It was wonderful. But Tennessee, guys, was such an amazing trip. I went with Dre with Ranch House Reese and stuff. We had such an incredible time. We fellowshiped, we made memories, we laughed, we got to know everyone. We knew everyone really well when we left. We ate. Girl, we're back eating healthy this week. Me, Morgan, and Josh got to get our bodies ready because I believe Alaska's going to be canceled because the Canadian borders are not open yet due to COVID regulations. So we're planning to go to Cabo. And that means I got to have my shirt off, girl, my Speedo on. So I got to get this body in shape. So starting yesterday, I've been eating broccoli all day. But anyway. Okay, so we're going to do a carrot today. We have lots to talk about. Look at this carrot. So we did this last year. I believe it was really popular. These are on the website, ellishomeandgarden.com, along with everything I'm going to use today. And all I've done, it had a little green bow at the top. Not my favorite, so I took it off, and I just put a piece of styrofoam, okay? And then our item of the week this week is going to be spring or Easter ribbon, and it is, 50% off. So you want to check out all the ribbon on there. And then for our materials, I have this lavender stem, a little bit of the Boston Fern greenery, and then I have this. I haven't used this in a while. Y'all look at this. Isn't this pretty? Almost reminds me like of a bleached lavender. I mean, it kind of looks like lavender, but it's white. So we're going to mix those three together to get a really pretty topper on this carrot, and I think this is such a great item to put on your door in place of your standard traditional wreath if you kind of want to change it up a little bit. So girl, let's get started. First thing we're going to do is tie a bow. I'm going to use 1.5 inch ribbon. It's my preference, but if you guys want to use something larger, you could totally get all those amazing 2.5 and 4-inch ribbons that Ellis has on their website for Easter and spring. So let's tie this bow, and let me go ahead and tell y'all, don't be brokenhearted, I'm behind on every show there is except for The Bachelor. The only reason I'm not behind on The Bachelor is because on the way home from our trip, when Morgan was driving, she had her iPad. And so I was 2 weeks behind on The Bachelor. She's like, watch those on the way. So I watched him, and I watched it last night. Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's just dive in. First of all, guys, I'm going to tie a bow at the top. You want to make sure your loops support the base that you're using. So I'm probably going to do a good 12-inch loop or so, about like this, and about 7 loops. You want it to be pretty full, and then I'm going to show you how we can attach it to the top of the carrot. Dina, okay. Y'all, on the Women Tell All last night on The Bachelor, if you watch, give us a thumbs up. Victoria still cannot take accountability. She is blaming everybody for everything. I'm like, girl, we're all sitting here. I have to say, I did have a little sympathy, and I mean a little, for that Anna girl, because I feel like she was remorseful. She understood what she did wrong. And I would probably have that for Victoria too, but yet she chose to take the low road instead of the high road. So, not a fan of her. What else happened? That beard I did not like. Too thick. I'm not a fan of that. But other than that, I think it went pretty smooth. I think everybody got their point across. On the finale in 2 weeks or whatever, I want him to pick the teacher. I've heard that's not who he picks, but I want him to pick her. She seems really sweet. Who's your favorite out of the 3?
I like all 3 of them, but I don't know who my favorite is.
So guys, I did a 5-loop bow. Okay, I've got some tails here, and I used what's left of my ribbon. So don't ever, use some of your ribbon and think you don't have enough to create a bow, because you can use what's left on here to create the perfect bow. And actually what I'm going to do is I've got this other ribbon here. I'm going to come back through with this pink Easter ribbon and add a little bit of this on there too. I think that'll make a big difference once we get it to the top. And Dina, the girl, you know the names of the 3 finalists. Tell them to me and I'll tell you which one.
Michelle, Bree, and Rachel.
Okay, Bree. Her mother is stunning. Oh my God. And she's got that little baby. I'm like, oh my God. Her mother, y'all couldn't get over how pretty she was. Okay, so I put 2 loops of the pink on there. I'm going to cut this tail just a little bit so it's like this. Now I'm going to use a piece of wire, tie my bow off, and then I'm going to show you an easy way, guys, that you can attach it to this carrot. And you can use this technique on a lot of different projects if if you're not doing the carrot or anything.
Sue liked the beard.
Sue, okay, girl. Do you guys, let's take a poll. This has nothing to do. Ellis is probably reading these comments going, Dylan, what the heck? Who here prefers thicker beards? Okay, this is about the longest I can do. Okay, I've had it a little bit thicker than this, but if I can start to where I can pull on it like this, she's got to go. So if you like a thick beard or a thin beard, leave a comment, let us know. What do you prefer, Dina? No beard?
Like a little bit of stubble.
Yes, that's me. I mean, this is a little bit more than stubble, but I have to have this because it makes me, y'all, if I shave my beard off, I look 12. So I couldn't do that. Okay, I'm going to fluff my bow out. This is so pretty. Look at that pink, y'all. It's just enough. Okay? And y'all wait until you see how easy this is. So what you're going to need is a greening pen, which a greening pen is like a U-shaped floral pen. You can get them here at Ellis. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to cut off the extra wire. Make sure you tie it off good so it doesn't come apart. Okay. So go in the middle of your bow. Put in that pin. What's everybody saying?
We're about half and half right now.
Okay. I like to know y'all's thoughts. Y'all think we just talk about design here. And by the way, if you're new and it's your first time watching us here at Ellis, girl, say hello. I have people come to me and they go, I've watched you forever, but I never say hi. Well, why not, girl? I want to say hi. I want to see you. Okay, now look at this. That took 5 seconds. So pretty. Now, especially in my group, Dylan's Divas, guys, I give starting and stopping points depending on what your budget is or what your customer's budget is. This could be a total stopping point. Plus, I like to hold this here while I talk because it hides everything. But, this is great. It had a bow on there. It wasn't the best, in my opinion. So we can amplify that and make it look even better by adding in your own ribbon. So we have the ribbon.
Are the cemetery vases that go in the ground online now?
I am not sure. And I think what you're talking about is they have those metal cans with the stakes on them. But if they're not, I can talk to Rebecca and we can see what we can work out where we can get them online for you guys. Because those are really popular here in the store. Okay. So, are you caught up on all the 9 ones?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Was it good last night?
Mm-hmm.
Was it the winter finale? Next
One
week.
more.
Okay, because they said that's something major is going to happen on there. I love the episode though where they did the butt flashbacks. That was cool. Okay, y'all. So now we're gonna add some of the stuff. So I'm gonna start with, let's see, this Boston Fern Greenery. Now this is on the Ellis website too, so let's cut this apart. This is gonna be our first layer that we're gonna put here on the carrot. And I'm doing it on the table because it's easier for me on this particular project, but this doesn't have a hanger on it. So if you want to add a hanger, all you have to do is use your glue, which I don't have any glue right here, and take either one of those greening pins, stick it in the top, you have a hanger that way, or you can stick a pipe cleaner through there and use it that way to hang. Okay, I'm going to pull this up where y'all can see, and I'm going to insert, look how pretty, some of this greenery here into the carrot. Okay.
I started a new show last night.
What?
It's called Debris.
Debris? What's that about?
This spacecraft exploded in outer space, and the debris is falling to Earth, and the things that are happening.
Is it good?
It's kind of like paranormal. It was really weird last night. It was the first episode.
What are you watching it on?
NBC.
Are you caught up on Clarice?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's really good. I'm caught up on that. We watched that. And do you watch Snowpiercer?
Mm-mm.
Guys, if you watch Snowpiercer, leave a comment. It's really good and you'd like it. There's a show, speaking of like debris and stuff, that you would like. It's on Netflix and it's called something Space. It's really, really good. It's right up your alley.
And Manifest starts back in April.
I'm behind on that. I was really into that because it had Josh Dallas in it, and then I was like, what is going on here? Do you still like it?
I still like it.
Okay. So y'all, I'm just putting a thin layer up here at the top, and this is going to give us a little bit of a foundation to go through and add our other stems. Okay. So see there? And this is going to make a perfect door hanger. And then I've got another one of these stems. I'm going to cut these into some smaller pieces real quick.
Lost in Space.
That's it. You would love it, Dina.
Is it like a remake of the old one?
I don't know about remakes. I've never seen that. But you like it, I promise. We'll get to this in a minute. Okay. If y'all want a really fabulous movie, if you watch the Golden Globes, then you already know about it. We watched on Hulu last night, The United States versus Billie Holiday. Girl, I didn't know who the heck Billie Holiday was until this this movie happened. I honestly didn't know. Girl, you know when I watch movies about people's lives and stuff, I become obsessed. So I was all night on Google, in there searching. It was very interesting. It told about her life, the things she had to go through, about the police and the drug use and all this stuff. So good. You got to watch it. It's got Andrew Day in it. Those things rise up. She won a Golden Globe. The Oscars hadn't happened yet, but she so deserves one. I feel like she'll win it. Okay. So I have these pieces here. And if you've seen it, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. And I'm just going to go through because you want the front to be full too, y'all. So I'm going to add in these other few pieces of the greenery. Perfect. Look at that. Freight truck is here, y'all, which means maybe there's some new product coming. Okay. Now I'm going to take this item right here, which I really like. This is a, let's see what it's called. 26-inch spray with petunia and berries. I was calling this lavender, but it does have some lavender in it.
That's what I would have called a lavender spray.
Yes. So see this one spray, y'all? You can split it up like this. And I'm going to cut it in a few different pieces. And this is going to give you lots of color up here at the top of the carrot. Something else we did this weekend was we had a really good time, even though it was a crawfish bowl. I don't eat crawfish. Do you eat crawfish? Woo, no. So Josh loves them, and so does my mom's fiance, Keith. So we invited my mom and Keith. Morgan came, Josh came, and I came. Went to our friend Judy and Smokies in Carthage. Had a blast, even though I was gagging. But I went down and got me some Little Caesars. Okay, so I was eating Little Caesars while they were eating that. But they loved it. They had Ryan play, a friend of ours. The band played. We just stayed out and hung out. It was great to get out after, we got home. And then Friday night, we had Josh's birthday party that was postponed because of the snowstorm. And we had that at Leon's in here in Longview. It was really fun. You right there?
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. Okay. So I've got this purple petunia spray, or we're going to call it lavender. And I'm going to put this at the very top. Okay. Hold on to your styrofoam if you start to put pressure on it. Well, maybe. Hold on now. So is Walmart still locked out everything? I went the other day. Okay. So I'm putting the petunia spray spray in up here at the top. And we'll set that down for a second. Okay. I'm also going to cut these stems a little shorter for the side, y'all, and we'll put those on there. And again, these are on the Ellis website. There wasn't too many left, so if you want one, you might pop on there and get them. They're 25% off, though. And then the item of the week that's 50 off is the Easter ribbon. And there's lots of beautiful ribbon on there, y'all. Did you say your mom's during the snowstorm? Or by yourself?
By myself.
Oh my God. We gotta get your cat, watch your cats and stuff, huh?
Mm-hmm. And make sure the pipes didn't freeze and...
Did they?
Nope.
Ours froze just in the guest bathroom and upstairs, and we had them running, but they still froze. Thankfully, never lost any hot water or anything, but some people in our, I live in a townhouse, what do you call it, subdivision, I guess, and some people's did. But I had my water dripping from like a couple days before, because I knew they said it's going to be bad. Okay, look how pretty this is already, y'all, look. With that purple lavender, obsessed, okay? I'm going to put one more small piece on the bottom half. Let me cut this.
Linda the carrot is online.
Yes, Linda, you got to pop on there and get you one, girl. Something else that would be pretty on here would be this tulip bush. That's on the website too. That'd be really cute to put on here.
The bed of my truck was full of snow.
Oh, really? All the way to the top?
All the way to the top.
Oh my gosh.
And even up on where the sides, where it built up on the sides, it was just flat across.
Well, let me tell you what happened to me at McDonald's. Hold on a second. Okay. So I've got the purple on there. Now, I always give you guys starting and stopping places. This could totally be one, but I'm going to add a few more items. So, you know, we're not used to the snow here, and so when I was so excited, I went to McDonald's, like I said. And I rolled the window down, and of course all the stuff flew in on me. So that was a nightmare, but anyway, it was worth it. I told you, I didn't care what happened. Okay, let's see. So now I'm going to take, to finish this off, some of this light colored lavender. I call it bleach lavender. And I like it because it's got some lighter colors in it. And
Tanya, you could get it in store also.
We're going to add this in there, y'all. And before I start adding, I'm just going to cut it into some like-sized pieces. So these are about, I don't know, 6 inches or so. Pop those in. And the worst part about the snow, y'all, if you have animals, is that they trash the house. You know, I had snow and ice everywhere. And Stella got to where she wouldn't go pee on the snow, you know, because it was up to her feet. So I had to get out there and clear a spot, you know, just for her to go to the bathroom. But anyway, Dolly loves it. She could have stayed out there all day.
That's the bed of my truck.
Oh, my Lord. Wow. You have four-wheel drive?
Front wheel drive. That was my front door.
Okay, mine didn't get like that. Good Lord.
It's up halfway to the doorknob.
Wow. Can we show that on the video? Let me see. See if you can see it. Can y'all see this picture?
The light, the ring of the lights. It's up halfway of my door.
That is crazy, y'all. And I'm sure people get stuff like that all the time, but we're not prepared for stuff like that. You know, I was like calling people I knew in New York, like, please send over one of them trucks, you know, to clear off the roads because Daddy needs Whataburger.
Joyce, if he were doing this for himself or for a client, he would glue it, but for demonstration purposes, he doesn't.
Okay, y'all, so I'm just going to go through and to finish this off, place pieces of this beautiful light color lavender spray. This is on the website under the spring floral stems, guys. And there's a lot of other stuff too. So say you want to, you know, replicate today's project, but make it your own or maybe change the colors. You guys can hop on there and do all that stuff for sure. Do you have Hulu? You do.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go home and watch that movie, The Billie Holiday. And guys, I was showing Dina before we got started. It was probably my fault. We were a little bit late. I was showing her the trailer to Handmaid's Tale. It's about to come back on in April. And this season looks killer. It looks like she's going to be on the run, basically trying to get, what's the right word? Redemption? That's not the right word. Like she's going to rebel and go after them all.
You see her daughter in it too.
Yes. That's the only reason she's still there. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to add this continuing to go down. And something else that will be pretty in here will be some egg sprays or some tulip sprays. You can mix all that stuff in here as well, and it would be beautiful. one more piece I'm going to add. I'll wait till you see this. I think it made a huge difference, but give us just the amount of color that we needed. Perfect. Look at that, y'all. So cute. We made this Easter sconce, if you will, for your door. You could even make double of these and put them maybe on each side of a mirror in your entryway or something like that. But this is such a great item to put on your front door in place of a wreath. But something else you could do is, if you have big urns on side of your front porch, stick this decorated in the urns and you can have little Easter pieces on there too. I love it. And this is all foam, so you could totally stick, rebar's too thick, but something strong like that. And you could stick this in a pot or in the ground and make it a door hanger or a ground, stick also. But if this is going to be in the direct weather, make sure you spray it with Scotch Guard or some Aquanet or something and prevent it from fading and bleeding. But I think that you should be good to go once you get it on the door.
Nancy's asking, your floor cutter.
Nancy, you don't want to know. This is not good at all. But what I do is I go to Lowe's or Home Depot and go to the electrical aisle. Maybe you can go to Walmart and get some good cutters. They're like $25, but I promise you it's the best $25 you'll ever spend because it saves your hands. And these are just some cheap ones I brought up here, but I have good ones at home, so you want to make sure you get some good ones and some good scissors. But I hope you guys had an amazing week. Does anybody have any questions? Again, let me give you a recap. The carrot is $24.99. It's 25% off on the website, ellishomeandgarden.com. The ribbon, Easter ribbon, is 50% off. That's the item of the week. Everything I use can be found on there, along with a lot more. And 2 items that I didn't use that will be great on there would be this tulip spray and also this egg spray. Both of these. I used these in the last couple weeks for the wreaths and stuff. Loved them, so you guys can use that too. Okay, y'all. Well, I hope you have an amazing week. I'm glad to be back. Things back to normal. I have another event this Saturday. I'm excited for that. That's going to be in Vivian. And I'm going to try and go live this week on Designs by Dylan with some stuff also. So I wish you guys an amazing week. Have fun. Stay safe. Stay dry. Stay warm. Whatever it is. And we'll see you guys next Tuesday at 10 a.m. CST here at Ellis Home and Garden. Bye, y'all.
Bye.